Hi everybody, it's Robin. I'm going to do a video response for Darla. She's having a fabric flower challenge where she's wanting us to kind of show fabric flowers that we can make. So I was going to kind of show you as I was going, and then I'll be back in a little bit. I've got something else I was going to show you. And I'll do it here to make it easy. Get this out. Right here's the first one that I made. And it has several different layers of just cotton fabric. I try to do all of my flowers in like neutral tones to where the patterns wouldn't be so busy on them and you could see. But anyway, there are layers of lace and then cotton fabric. And so I'll show you how I did it. First I took, hopefully I've zoomed in enough here. First I took I used, when I cut mine out, I used the Sizzix, this is the only flower dye I have, Sizzix Flower Layers dye. And so I took, and I cut the lace out that way as well. So I took two of the laces, and then I took one of my pattern, and then I started building on that. So this is the next step of what I did. I must try to do it to where it would go faster. The next step was I did this. I took one of the cotton fabrics, flipped it over to where the pattern was on the bottom side, and then one of the lace ones, and I fold in half this way, and then in half this way, to where you have a fourth of a pie. And on this one I did sew it, and so see right here you can see I did a fourth, a fourth, a fourth, and a fourth. When you start doing, when you start tacking them on, start from the top since your bottom's lace. Start from the top, and that way it'll catch everything good. So I did 4 of them that way, and it gave you that thickness. But for the flower that I made, I actually did another layer, and I'll do this real quick because it only takes just a minute. Hopefully it'll only take a minute. But I just tack it in place right here, and you could see where I offset the petals. Like my next one would go here, but it would cover up this gap. So you offset your petals just like you would if you was making I can't even think, paper flowers. So then fold it in half like so, and then in half again, and here we are. So come around and do another piece of the pie right beside of it. And let's see. And they don't have to be, your stitches don't have to be perfect, because all that center is going to be right there in the middle, and I hope that I'm in frame. It's hard to do this and sew from a distance like that. So another one. 3. I didn't have any way that I could pre-fold these because they pop right back open. And the reason that I'm putting the lace in the middle is so it will make the cotton fabric pop up and give it some good dimension. Because this isn't a soft lace. This is just a real stiff lace. I believe they call that cheap lace. Okay, and like this. And like this. This is our last one. And I'll put that in here. And hopefully you can see that. And then you just need to go back through and tie off your knot like so. And I don't know, these flowers, I don't know if anybody else has ever made any flowers like these before. This is just something, I've made all kinds of flowers over the years. These were just some that I whipped up real quick to show Darla. So anyway, after you do that, here's my tweezers. I took and inside some of these to make them thicker or more dimensional. Just take and get in there and kind of twist. See how it makes it even more dimensional? And just go in and twist. And you can do that. And that's what I did with this one. I twisted it. I won't sit and do that with this one all alone. But on the very inside here, I took, this was a die from the something that I kept from that same die that I was showing you a while ago, and just taking, I missed one of my stitches right there, but no I didn't. Okay, I hope that y'all can see this. Maybe I can do it in here. Oh, without gluing myself. That may be impossible. Put that on the inside right there. And I just put just a dab right in this very center. I'm sorry, I have webbing all over me. And then in the middle, I took and used a my belly jelly to pick my bead up and stick down in there. Now you have to remember, this was after I twisted everything. I couldn't get down in here this easily with that other one because I had twisted so much, but I could have done that very easily like that and not had to use the belly jelly. But you just take and twist it, and it starts, the lace kind of acts kind of like a, do you see how that's happening? The lace kind of acts like a petticoat kind of in a way, or a tutu, or I don't know what you call it, but it just, you twist it and it pops up, and you do it all the way around. But when you do it all the way around, then it winds up looking like that, but it needs just a little bit more work. But for time's sake, that's how I did that one. So let me get that out of the way. Oh, and then on the bottom, I just added a little cardstock to put, you know, for stability too. So let me move this one out of the way. And then here is my next one. Here's my next one. And on this one, I just took and freehanded something that looked like a petal and cut several of them out. There's 16 petals that go around. And this material that I'm using here is actually remnants from a painter's drop cloth. If you buy one of those, you can get them really cheap. If you buy one and wash it, it's great material to make fabric, and to where you can get the fringes and stuff around the edges. But on this one, I didn't sew it. There's no sewing involved in this one. So let me move this out of the way. All that I did was cut out a piece of circle with cardstock, and then I took this was one of the things that came out of that flower thing as well, and I will take and put another one there, but just to finish it off and make it look prettier. But I put one of those down, glued it on top, and then I'll glue another one on the bottom just to kind of finish it off maybe a little bit. So all that I did after I cut out the here, I'll lay this here to where you can kind of see it. After I cut out all of these, all 16 of them, I took and pinched the very bottom. I didn't save one to show you, but I took and put just a teeny tiny dab of hot glue right there at the bottom and pinched it together. And then I just, on the back side then, where there's where the folded edge is, I just put a little bit of glue and placed it down where it's offset, like so. Hopefully, again, I hope that I'm in frame. Just offset them like that. See how I'm going all the way around to fill up the gaps? I'll do one more and then I'll move on. I'm trying to make this quickly. Well, I said just one more. Obviously, I can't count, huh? Okay, so there we go. There that is. And then, I take, this one's kind of wrinkled, but it'll still work. I took and used one of the cutouts. I thought that I had my cutout in there. Here's something that, oh, I'm missing a, see, I told you I can't count. Okay, there we go. I was thinking about putting a part of a feather in one maybe or something. See, wouldn't this look pretty? Imagine the feather in that somehow or something. Maybe tucked like in behind the cloth center. I don't know if you can kind of picture it in a way. But anyway, we won't do it. Not this time anyway. So then I just took and right in the center here, oh my glue, really, Robin? You're going to run out of glue now? Pop that in there and then put a center in. So there's that one. So I'll put that one there and I'll put this one back over here. So there's two. There's two that I've made. And then the next one, I don't really have like a tutorial for you. Because because it would have taken entirely too long. And it's this one, and yes, it's really big. This is just kind of a prototype. I had seen 2005 Maggie, Cupcake Maggie, or Maggie Cupcake, it's Amy. She was showing some flowers this morning that she had made. She didn't have a tutorial on it that I know of. But I saw the flower and I thought, I wonder if I could do that with the painter's drop cloth. So this is what I came up with. And all this is, I took a piece, and you can adjust your measurements, you know, if you didn't want it this big. I thought that would be pretty on an altered item, or golly, I would put it on a purse. You could make put the little clip on the back and have it as like a little, you know, a pin, all kinds of stuff. But the measurements are 14 inches by 4 inches. This is for your material, and 10 inches by 4 inches. And this is just a small version of it, but all that you do is take lengthwise on both of these and fold it in half, and then do your running stitch all through here. Let me see if I can do a running stitch real quick, just on that piece, to kind of show you real quick. Like I said, I wasn't going to do a tutorial. It didn't work, did it? But it's 2 layers. Of course, the one that's 10 inches long by 4 inches long, that would be your inner layer. You know, your inner one here. And the one that's 14 inches by 4 inches, that of course is your outer layer. The shorter the distance, the smaller your flower will be. And so, of course, you always want your inside circle shorter than your outside circle. So anyway, here we go. I have a running stitch in here. And so, of course, you know, you would pull it up like that. Well, it's going to be extremely stiff, and it won't come on around. So don't tie it off or anything yet. Of course, this is just an example, and it's entirely too short. This is just an example. But about every ½ inch, cut slits, you know, before you have it completely gathered up. Just cut about ½ inch slits all the way around, and what that'll do is give you enough room to where it will, you know, open on up and spread on out. After you do that, then take and pull out all of the loose threads to make it raggedy on the ends. So all that I did was just covered a piece of chipboard with some material on the back for my base. And then after I had gotten both of my you know, little flowers, gathered flowers put together and fringed, I glued one on top of the other. And then I took one of the large flowers from that same Sizzix die and placed on there. And then this tulle is from Stampin' Up. I put some tulle on there, and then one of the smaller flowers and a flat back pearl. So there's that one. And then my last one is this one. And this was something that I was just working on, and I'm not sure that I've already thought of a way that it would make it look better, I think. But it's this one. And what this one is simply, I had a Sizzix die that was just basics, and it had little hearts that you could cut out. But even if you don't have these dies, it's okay. Make your own. I mean, you know, like for this one right here, just take and draw a circle out of anything, like so, like something like that, and then make you some little cutouts, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then, you know, cut it out, and you basically have the same shape as this. you know,